Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. My name is Sophie. I'm your guide into the world of Chinese, being it language, culture, lifestyle, legends, whatever you name it, your gate opener into this nether world. So today is a special edition. It's out of my usual Markov chain. So there's no connection to the previous day's word, but this is only for today, simply because today is a special day. Today is Thanksgiving Day. And early in the morning, like 5:30, start recording. I'm thankful that you're watching this and allowing me to share with you what I know about my culture and the language. So this is how Chinese saying Thanksgiving Day. 感恩节,感恩节. Okay, so as usual, I'll break down word by word for you what it means, how does it come into being, like what components it has. So as you can see, both these two words got heart at the bottom. So that's heart symbol, looks like a heart with tubes coming out. And the top portions are simply pronunciation, sound maker. But I like to show you the meaning of them and to see if we can actually make sense with both top and bottom at some sense of meaning put together. So the top portion of the first word, 感, pronounced actually as 咸 in modern time. Maybe in the ancient time, it's somewhat related to the sound 感, but totally disconnected right now. 咸 in Chinese actually means salty. So salty heart. The full word actually means feeling. It's not a cognitive. It's an emotional feeling. And we can kind of make sense, right? If you feel, your heart feels salty about something, it's a taste, it's a sense, like it hit you somewhat. And it could be, depends on how salty it is. It could be a pleasant taste or a pretty extreme feeling. So that's 感恩. The top portion, nothing pronounced as n either. Well, somewhat. It sounds like a in. So in, kind of the last portion of that sound. In simply means connection or reason or the pretext to something. Implies causal relationship. So because of this, you got this. That's in. And we can see that this word, because heart, the full word comes into thankful or gratitude. So gratitude is something defined here as because something happened before, that you helped me, you supported me, cheerleaded me, show me the way, something that, something happened positive, opened the door for me or something like that, that I feel this gratitude to you. So it's kind of a reciprocal. You may or may not take action to show your appreciation, but you do feel in your heart because something good happened to you before, that you feel this gratefulness. So here's one interesting like a difference between 感恩节 and Thanksgiving, because in Thanksgiving we have thanks and giving together, right? Here it's like a feel, thankfulness. So it's like a thanks feeling holiday. Isn't that interesting? A little bit, twist of the concept, because definitely in Chinese we don't have Thanksgiving. It is translated into Chinese, but instead of translated as Thanksgiving as an original word meaning, it got into thanks feeling holiday, which is feeling gratitude. That's awesome too, right? The last word, 节. Okay, so we have this horizontal with the two dots thing. That is grass, plants. And the bottom portion is the sound maker. I don't know how it's pronounced. Like in the modern time, there's no such word by itself. There are closer things looking, but there's no, the word, the bottom portion is not a word here. So 节 simply means the knots or the segments on the bamboo. So it's like a long string of things, and then you have different segments connected together. So different, I mean, it just means checkpoints or segments, or we use it like extend the meaning to become like a milestone. Like if we mark it in time, it's milestone. If you mark it in space, it is a checkpoint. So a special placement that you can identify as a marker of the beginning or the end of something. So that's in Chinese, we have, lunar calendar, we have 24 such checkpoints, milestones throughout the year. So that's our 节. We use this word in combination with something else in the front. Throughout all the holidays in Chinese language, we use something 节, like 春节, Spring Festival, 圣诞节, Christmas. We even have a ghost holiday, 鬼节. So all the holidays, kind of like a milestone. That's the meaning of 节. So here I show you, the evolution of the word 恩, because, well, they're hard involved, and we can see the original look of hard or the alternative looks of hard. Chinese as a language got its variations, its diversions. From the beginning, it's a diversity, right? It's like different people writing and expressing it in the different ways. It's understandable, and then eventually, when the needs comes out that people throughout China need to communicate, we need to standardize things. By that point, we got like one version of it left. But these are the versions before. So we have hard, different ways of putting hard, expressing hard at the bottom. And we have this because. And this is fascinating, right? It looks like a circle. So before Chinese become a rectangular word, there were like a curvier time of the characters before. So it's like a circle, and then you have 5 spread out in the middle. And actually in the middle, if it's spread out like that, it means big. The word big, a scale. And these are just different versions of it. It looks like a person wearing a hat or something. But that's our N. And okay, just a little bit tip of this N word. In American media, sometimes when the leader of North Korea was pronounced, it's a something N, right? I forgot, Jung-un or something like that, right? That's the word. And because Koreans also, their language was influenced by Chinese, so their Chinese character put that in that name is N pronounced and written like this too. So go figure, the leader of North Korea got this thankfulness in his name. And altogether means Thanksgiving. And I just want to, we haven't come to this part yet, but on this special day, because we have 2 hearts in it, right? So another most heart-related concept is love. That's the word we used in Chinese, and variations of this character, love, in our language. And there are interesting things happened before regarding this character. You can see the pronunciation, I, and it's a falling tone, I. Pronunciation, there's no consonant. It's both of them, A and I, are vowels coming together. And so that's one thing made it special. And also A and I in English, modern time, we know, right? AI, artificial intelligence. So there were this kind of a conversation recorded in public at a kind of a big event before, like Elon Musk and Jack Ma, when they were having this conversation about the future of AI or things like that. And Elon Musk came up with it. So, AI just means love. And that's the point he connected for me, Chinese speaker, that, oh yes, AI, that's I, and in our language is love. And how can we attach that kind of, heartless, totally human-made, machine-based computational power, superpower almost, something, strange, alien. It's not part of human. It's like, even it's man-made, but it's a totally new phenomenon, and probably in my lifetime is going to change the life of many people. And that word is tied to love in Chinese language, how special connection there is. And another thing that's interesting about the evolution of this word is, okay, we have a simplification of Chinese movement, or a stage. It's a state sponsored effort to simplify traditional Chinese so that it becomes more accessible for the mass, the common people, the people who never get a chance to learn language, written language, to become literate, right? So in a way, it's a good effort to spread literacy among more people. So communist Chinese government, like I forgot which year, but not long after they established, they start this effort of standardize and also simplify Chinese, so that in the public schools over there, it was educated in a uniform way, that all the language are simpler, so that the students can spend less time trying to memorize complicated words. So this is current modern simplified Chinese looking I, looks like that. And this is the original one. And you can see the biggest difference is we have a heart in the middle. So, I mean, how almost like ironic it is that when the simplification of Chinese happened, scholars, whoever on that committee, decided to remove the heart from the word love. Can you imagine that? But that's what happened. Okay, so if we look at the original form of love, of course, the middle, in the center of it comes from the heart, right? And then the top portion simply means, it looks kind of like that, simply means hand, something related to hand. And the bottom, well, in the current form, the bottom means friendship. Makes sense, right? Friendship, love, companionship. And at the top, like you do something about it too. So it's related to the feeling and also your action. So there is this expressiveness of the feeling of love happened in this friendship-based relationship, that you do something to it. So it's it does have the feeling, the expression, and the relationship, the context of that. So the one word love composed of the three elements together. So in a season of love and feeling gratitude, I wish you a happy Thanksgiving. And I truly thankful that you shared this time and space with me on YouTube, that we meet over here to share the love of a language, of a culture, the appreciation of its past and present. I don't know what's the future, but let's spread the word. Thank you for watching One Word a Day. Have a good day.